We are live on Mad Religion News. Numerous incidents are being reported due to the Crusades. When and how did the First Crusades begin?
The First Crusade was launched on November 27, 1095 by Pope Urban II.
So what are the Crusades?
The Crusades were organized by Western European Christians after centuries of Muslim wars of expansion. The primary objective were to stop the expansion of Muslim states, to reclaim for Christianity the Holy Land in the Middle East, and to recapture territories that had been formerly made by Christians. During the First Crusade, Christian knights from Europe captured Jerusalem after 7 weeks of siege and began massacring the city's Muslim and Jewish population.
What caused it?
The First Crusade was intended to recapture the Holy Lands. The Pope was led the Christian reconquest of the sacred city of Jerusalem, the Holy Land, and the freeing of the Eastern Christians from Muslim rule. Pope Urban II called for the First Crusade to respond and appeal from Emperor Alexis, who was destroyed by Turkish forces.
Hello, I am Raymond of St. Giles, reckoned as Raymond I of Tripoli, a county in Latin East, which I began to conquer in 1102 to 1105. I was a pious lay leader of the Papist Reform movement.
Raymond, may you please share with us your experience in the First Crusade?
Sure. During the First Crusade, I instantly disliked the Byzantine Empire Alexis I commenced. After helping to capture Antioch from the Turks, I was disappointed that I was unsuccessful in inducing Bohemond I, who was the Frankish crusader prince of the city, to restore it to Alexis. Afterward, I organized a march in Jerusalem. In total, I participated in the siege of Nicaea, Battle of Doryalism, and Siege of Antioch.
What are your thoughts on your experience in the First Crusade?
It was a very long experience. The Siege of Nicaea took place over a period of 2 months in 1097. Against the Byzantines, I was assured that the capture of Nicaea was going to be difficult to achieve. In the Battle of Antioch, this battle was an experience of suffering as the sieges of Antioch left the Frankish crusaders' force starved and outnumbered. They underestimated the crusader army, making him attempt to establish an embassy to broker a truce. Nevertheless, the leaders of the crusade decided to attack. As a result, we won the battle.
Thank you, Raymond. Let's speak with another historical figure, Godfrey of Bouillon.
Thank you. I'm Godfrey of Bouillon, Duke of Lorraine, as Godfrey IV, 1089 to 1100, and a leader of the First Crusade, who became the first Latin ruler of Palestine after the capture of Jerusalem from the Muslims in July 1099. When Raymond of Toulouse declined to become king of Jerusalem, my feelings about it were that I accepted the crown, but I refused to be titled king, and was instead called Advocatus Sancti Supri. I was involved in these battles: Battle of Delirium, Siege of Antioch, Siege of Jerusalem, and Siege of Nicaea.
What are the thoughts of the First Crusade?
I was quite disappointed at one point, since during the Siege of Jerusalem, the Crusaders were short of supplies and would be until 6 vessels arrived at Haifa, and managed to unload before the port was blockaded by Egyptian squadron. Against the odds, this struggling, fractious, and naive enterprise made its way from Western Europe to Middle Eastern and conquered 2 of the best defended cities of the time.
Thank you, Godfrey of Bouillon. Let's now discuss the results of the First Crusade overall. In my opinion, I think the specific crusade to be a successful one of the Crusades, since they were able to protect many significant cities from the enemies. It was a very long event, but both the Crusades and the enemies were able to endure all of the hardships and difficulties they encountered. This event came to an end with the Crusades winning.